And guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 and coming at you for another live review. This is my live review of this week's episode of NXT, the September 5th, 2018 edition of NXT. Of course, as always, took place in Full Sail University. We're going to talk about this, and I'm sorry this is coming a little bit late. I ended up going to, tonight I was, just in my basement, chilling out, playing some Rock Band when my PS2's, game card got corrupted. So I lost all the songs you unlock from completing a tour mode. So I literally, for 4.5 hours tonight, was in my basement playing a quick tour mode, and I was working on one on hard before my card got corrupted, and I was almost done. But then unfortunately, since there was a couple songs on the hard difficulty I struggled with through, I went on medium and literally for 4.5 hours just boringly played through songs just to get all my songs back. So I'm going to restart the hard mode. But that's way off track. So that's why this NXT review is coming a little bit late. But we're here now to discuss it, but I'm not going to stay on here too long because I do have to get up bright and early tomorrow, like really early, to do a huge favor for a friend. But anyway, so I'm here to talk about this episode of NXT. Overall, wasn't too bad. It wasn't really one of the greatest episodes of NXT I've seen in a while, but that main event I think would really, scaled my grade up higher for this week's episode. Because if not, I was leaning to more like a B- for this episode at first, but then with that main event, oh boy, scaled it up definitely a couple notches. So definitely get that main event and talk about this as we are now on the road to NXT Takeover War Games 2, which takes place on Saturday, November 17th, I believe. Yeah, it's correct. We double checked the confirmation as the 17th this year. That's a Saturday for November. Yeah, it's true. And LA is like also because that unfortunately, like the last takeover, I won't be able to watch it live because I gotta work that night. But anyways, yeah, NXT Takeover War Games 2 is up next again, as I keep saying, and we are just starting to plant the path as to where we're going with that. The Aleister Black investigation returns, and then Johnny Gargano also is getting some mixed reactions now. So we'll see where that leads to, as well as that match told an awesome story, and I look forward to talking about all that. Live chat. Who do we got? We got Larry, our good friend King Larry here. NXT was nice, he said, and in Samoa Joe's voice, oh, Mike! Larry, you're awesome, my friend. Thank you for joining me live. But let's get ready to this episode of NXT. We had no interest in it at all. We just literally started right away with Cassius Ohno's theme music coming in as he took on the finest Kona Reeves. Not a big fan of Kona Reeves, but Cassius Ohno, of course I am. Of course, the story has been continuing with Cassius Ohno, facing some, lower end guys. And then, this match that came out as well, his anger, his frustration, he obviously wants to get somewhere and he's tired of being just this, crafty veteran putting people over. So he snaps when Kona starts going to his finest shtick, and then he survives some strikes to fire back. He hit a couple elbow drops on him from the top, but then Ohno counters counters a Hawaiian drop with a rolling elbow for the finish, and Ohno is just all serious business now. Afterwards, he got on the microphone saying when he came back, there was a lot of buzz until there wasn't. Now he gets it. There's always going to be a new guy getting buzzed. And when those guys show up, he's going to be there waiting to knock them to the back of the line. So hearing that, it's obvious, Ohno got a good reaction for this, but it's obvious I do see Ohno eventually fully turning heel. I think it's going to happen. And of course, obviously, he's probably going to be going after a new guy. And we'll probably see him face one of the newer guys, I'd say, at TakeOver War Games 2. If I could pick one person to make an early prediction of who that would be, I'd say Keith Lee. I think, two bigger guys going at it, Ohno being a knockout artist, Keith Lee, for a bigger guy, pretty agile, whatnot. I think those two put on a pretty good match at TakeOver War Games. So if Ohno's going to be going after the new guys who got the buzz, I'd say a good target for him would be Keith Lee. So that's who I think we could be seeing go after next. I've read no spoilers, whatnot, anything. But that's just what I'm going to predict for down the future. We had the long-awaited, well, I don't say long-awaited, I don't know, the Forgotten Sons making their TV debut. It was a team of Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake. Yeah, that's right. Buddy Murphy's former tag team partner, with Jackson Riker as part of their stable also. They're taking on the Street Profits. Match is all right. I don't know, wasn't really a big fan of what the Forgotten Sons brought to the table. Man, I'm still kind of growing on me. Not sure. Well, I just really was. I guess I've been a little bit disappointed with what's going on with the Street Profits. Like they feel a little directionless ever since the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. That match they had with AOP. I'm sorry. I mean, I love NXT, but that match in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament between AOP and the Street Profits, I hated it because it just made the Street Profits look stupid. I thought the match happened again. It was what it was, and it looked like the Street Profits were going to pick up a victory here because Montez Ford hits us with a DDT on, I think it was Cutler, but then also two guys with like ski masks came running down for a distraction, and one of the masks got pulled off for one of the guys, and it was Shane Thorne from the Mighty. And then someone else attacked him. It was Nick Miller, but obviously that distraction helped the Forgotten Sons pick up the victory. So yeah, again, the Forgotten Sons, okay. I guess I'll try to see what they bring to the table again. I'm just more concerned with seeing the Street Profits get some momentum going again, because I feel like they haven't really been going. They've been kind of directionless ever since the they lost in that awful match, I thought, between them and AOP in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And also, again, I'm still not quite understanding what the heck's going on with the Mighty. I mean, the Mighty again turned heel. They're picking up wins. Then all of a sudden, everybody comes back to beating them. So is this like kind of like a 50-50 booking? And why are they solely going after the Street Profits now? Not too sure again, so we'll see what happens. But the Street Profits fall to the Forgotten Sons and the Forgotten Sons TV debut. So we got that as figured. Afterwards, we have Heavy Machinery being interviewed by William Regal and his lawyer about the Aleister Black case. We got Otis Dozbeck freaking out about being under the lights, and he breaks down and confesses to clogging the toilet at the Performance Center. He explains how those stakes and weights causes his bowls and his body to get shaken. You're shaking. Tucker Knight cuts him off, explain that's not what this is about. He gets on back of track, though. Regal thanks them for their footage of the parking lot. They claim they saw Tommaso Ciampa near Black after the attack. So Regal thanks them and says, if we need anything else from you guys, we'll call you guys back in. So obviously the case with who attacked Aleister Black is still going on. Still don't know who it is. Could be Johnny Gargano. Could be Tommaso Ciampa. I don't think it's going to be Lars Sullivan. I do think it's going to set up a feud between Lars Sullivan and EC3, which I'd be interested in seeing. I'm not sure who else would really be a suspect. I mean, I'm honestly still kind of leaning towards Johnny Gargano, honestly. Could be someone else. Could be Matt Riddle. Could be Cassius Ohno also. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. We got Larry saying he's not a fan of Konnan Reeves. For some reason, every time I see Ohno, I imagine him as a monster heel, which I think they're totally turning him towards. It's totally exactly what I say. Hope Ohno's reveals a guy who knocked out Aleister. Again, it could be. And if this whole situation, perfectly think about it. He's the knockout artist. See what you did there, my friend. Nice one there. But we had a recap of what happened last week with Ricochet and Pete Dunne losing to the Undisputed Era in tag team action last week. And we see a fallout scene backstage with Ricochet and Dunne arguing. And obviously, they won each other's titles and whatnot, and they blame each other for the loss and whatnot. So in 2 weeks, is announced one of the biggest matches on NXT TV, not Takeover, just on regular NXT. Of course, we recently saw a big one with Black and Ciampa for the championship at the end of July, which that still was awesome. That was an awesome match. We could be seeing a match of the year candidate, I'd say, in 2 weeks, as we will get a title for title match. Ricochet versus Pete Dunne for both the North American and United Kingdom championships. That should be an awesome match. Like that could be a WrestleMania worthy match. I'm not even joking. Dunne and Ricochet could easily tear the house down. That could be a WrestleMania main event, for crying out loud. But it's just going to NXT TV. But that's so cool for me. It's going to draw a huge rating for that episode. I cannot wait for that match. Maybe something I was hyped about. I'm able to watch it, live, because in 2 weeks we're going to be having. Today's the 5th. Next week's going to be. Let me double check my calendar again. What what day is it gonna be? In 2 weeks. September 19th. Okay. I should be available that night. If I'm able to watch NXT like live at 8 o'clock that night, I may do live reactions for that match. I wanted to keep doing live reactions, pay-per-views, but for that match solely, I may do live reactions as I have high expectations for that match. I'm not afraid to have high expectations for that match. So we could be seeing me going live, and I'll be singing in my bedroom, of course, on September 19th during the Ricochet and Pete Dunne match, as I think could be an awesome match. We'll see what happens. Don't know what the results going to be. Again, I do not look at spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers either, guys. But so yes, that we're getting that match in 2 weeks. I cannot wait. We get a Warriors hype video that obviously they're coming back. They're coming after the Undisputed Era. They talk trash about the champs, and the Undisputed Era is over, but the raid never ends. So yes, obviously they're on their way for the tag titles. We have the new NXT Women's Champion, Kairi Sane, who came out having her championship in a treasure chest, as she took on Trish Adora. Not a bad match. She won with an insane elbow. After the match, though, Shayna Baszler saw the celebration, comes out, knocks over the treasure chest to the floor. Because the microphone tells her she enjoy her little fantasy because it will come crashing down when she uses her rematch clause, which I'm starting to think, based on what they're saying, could take place at Evolution. We could see Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler at Evolution, the rematch, and then say either a triple threat at TakeOver War Games 2 with Sane, Baszler, and Belair, or it could be Sane and Belair at TakeOver War Games 2, because obviously Bianca Belair is the next woman up for an opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship. She's the most ready out of all the other women, and it's time to strike with her while the iron is hot. But anyways, it'll come crashing down when she uses the rematch club. About tonight, she wants to see if the pirate can swim. So Shayna gets into the ring, and they start brawling. At first, Shayna is getting the upper hand on her, but then Kairi just stares her down and just gets back up, getting to her feet. She blocks some strikes, fires back with an elbow strike and an Inceptor spear. It was a sick-looking fight back, and obviously, Shayna Baszler realized that, oh crap, this really wasn't a fluke that she beat me. She really is a threat to me. She gets out of the ring, and Kairi holds the belt up and declaring that it is hers. So we get into rematch, but obviously, Shayna Baszler is not gonna be able to look at this as such an easy task after all. She's viewed all of her opponents so far as easy tasks to overcome, but all of a sudden Kairi Sane is bringing out that more killer instinct in her, and I like the beatdown, and I do look forward to seeing what their second match holds, since their first match was pretty good at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. So we will see what happens. Again, most likely I feel this match take place at Evolution, and then we'll probably have Sane either face both Baszler and Belair in a triple threat at Evolution, or we will see just Sane and Belair at TakeOver War Games 2. Let's check the live chat again. We got Larry saying Ciampa, way too obvious. I say it was Ono. That is true. He's a huge Ricochet guy, and God, is it unbelievable what the guy can do in the ring, wrestling ring, or what? I do agree, definitely, Larry. It is awesome. Yay, live reactions. Kronan's chat gave me bad vibes. Oh my God, there was a guy saying Alexa Bliss is hot. You have no idea how angry I get when I read the name Alexa Bliss. I hate this little girl. Sorry. I mean, I understand. I still do personally think Alexa Bliss is talented. I am happy the success she has had on the main roster, because I feel like she was, kind of overshadowed by the 4 horsewomen down at NXT, which is fine because they all deserved it, but she deserved her title opportunities also. But I do definitely agree, though, that, we need to ease back on her a little bit. I do feel, putting the title back on her. I mean, then again, I feel like you need somebody else, not Nia Jax being one to put over Ronda Rousey. But I still do feel that they did kind of put the title back on Alexa a little bit too quick. So, I mean, I respect the fact that you don't like Alexa Bliss. I mean, I still do like her, but I do agree you need to ease back on her or give her something different, because there's nothing really too fresh about her right now. No worries, man. I hate Alexa Bliss fanboys. I just hate them to death. Just wanted to get it off my chest. No worries. She's attractive, but oh my god, she's just annoying. I don't get these fangirls / fanboys. Completely understand, Larry. No worries, man. So yeah, and then we had another backstage promo with Tommaso Ciampa. Well, just from his phone, just setting it. Typical thing what a lot of people might do, just take a phone, set it down against something. Like I will do right now here, just for heck of it. Set it up against my cup on my desk right here, and just beat Tommaso Ciampa for a second. The reason I haven't been seen since TakeOver Brooklyn 4 is because I have no #1 contender. Johnny Wrestling is gone. Aleister Black is gone. So that makes me the last man standing. Time out 1 second. Now, this is the NXT Championship, but it's the closest thing to it. And the reason he films these himself is because he doesn't want to hear anyone's opinion. He doesn't want to be the voice of the voiceless, which time out again. I couldn't believe he actually said that. Like, he's taking shots at CM Punk there, buddy. He's at the top of the food chain. There are some people out there who hear my message, though, and I want you guys to do this. Follow my lead. Follow Tommaso Ciampa. Taking the phone down, whatnot. Just having to mock those promos by Ciampa. So yeah, wonder who is going to be next for the NXT Championship. I don't know if they will go with Gargano and Ciampa one more time, or if they will actually move on to somebody else. Like, I really do not know what's going to happen next. Who's going to be Ciampa's next contender to take a war against me? At first, I would say, I would have liked to have seen Johnny and Tommaso go at it one more time inside Hell in a Cell, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, it probably would have happened if the match at TakeOver Brooklyn 4 ended up being a triple threat. But now that Aleister Black got right out of it, I'm not so sure. And after what happened in tonight's main event, I really don't know what's going to happen. But I like that because it keeps me wondering, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? It has me invested, not just like, oh, I've seen it happen a million times. Whatever, I don't care. I'm calling it, it's going to happen. What's going to happen? That's me when I watch Monday Night Raw. Not when I watch SmackDown Live or 205 Live or NXT. It happens when I watch Monday Night Raw. And guys, well, I don't have it. Let me grab it really quick just so reiterate for what I said last night in my live review of SmackDown Live. Because I said Mr. R-Truth and his mixed match tag team partner Carmella stole the show last night. Let's repeat after me, guys. Hey, Raw, you suck. SmackDown Live, you rock. And so does NXT, by the way. But had to get that chant going again. One more time. Hey, Raw, you suck. SmackDown, you rock. NXT, you rock. Hey, Raw, you suck. Anyways, but let's get back to this review. Because again, I do have to get up really early tomorrow. So we have Lars Sullivan talking to Regal and the lawyer, apologizing for the oversight of not reporting to the GM that he was cleared. They ask about the attack on Black, and he says he was absolutely there to find Black, and he wanted to repay him for breaking his jaw at TakeOver Chicago too. But when he found him, he was already down. We can know it wasn't Lars because if it was, he'd still be down. Just ask EC3. He also says that EC3 isn't clear, but the man Sullivan attacked in the ring last week is. So next week he will have a match against Raul Mendoza, and Lars promises to keep it in the ring this time. We have our main event then. The Velvetine Dream taking on Johnny Gargano. This is the second time we've seen these two have a match. The first one was back in January on the Go Home show for TakeOver Philadelphia, which I called this match way, way back. When Johnny Gargano first became the #1 contender after replacing Velveteen Dream after Dream was written off due to a injury, but it was, to me, I feel it was taking part in the story for Johnny Gargano getting that NXT Championship opportunity. But the match was with Gargano's #1 contendership on the line against Velveteen Dream. But this is their second match. It was obviously, Velveteen Dream was, doesn't like to share in the spotlight, and he was tired of, everything being all focused around Johnny Gargano recently about how he's just been promising NXT Universe. He's going to, he's going to delete this promo problem with Tommaso Ciampa, and he's going to make everything right in NXT. But of course, Velvetine Dream is just going around wearing a shirt that says Johnny Failure on it. So Johnny Gargano just wants to shut him up once and for all. Match was awesome. Again, these two have great chemistry together, great back and forth action. Velvetine Dream is trying to taunt Johnny to get into his head, and then it looked like a few times they had some great near falls towards the end, and of course. Even towards the end, it looked like, Johnny Gargano was just snapping, obviously just, feeling like, he lives with a part of Tommaso Ciampa inside him. And he almost was going to DDT Velvetine Dream on the floor, his head first onto the floor. He already was, having the Gargano escape walk on him outside the ring, trying to get a count out victory on him. But then before he hit the DDT, he starts coming to sense that he starts to realize this isn't who I really am. He's fighting those demons, fighting for the fact of what he really is and what he is becoming. He looks out, he sees a young Johnny Gargano fan, and he realizes who he really is. He gets back into the ring, but then Velveteen Dream again starts saying, "You're a failure. You're Johnny Failure." And throughout this match, and even after the match, we were getting 50-50 chance of not just Johnny wrestling, but Johnny Failure. People are literally starting to look at Johnny Gargano as a failure. And, storyline-wise, he's supposed to come across that. And he's not sure which way to go from there. I could just lead to Johnny Gargano, going to Hell in a Cell with Tommaso Ciampa and selling this inside hell, as he claims. Or could Johnny Gargano fully go to the dark side? So I did read a rumor after taking a Brooklyn 4. Some people are thinking that Johnny Gargano could turn heel maybe down the line and align himself with Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, to me, that might be the only way to get both of them to the main roster at the same time, because I just don't know what the story, how that could happen though with one going up and not the other, pretty much. So I mean, it could just lead them to the main roster as a team reunited, but as a heel tag team, and just as Johnny Gargano trying to wait till the right time until he fully defeats the demon of Tommaso Ciampa inside him, and he pretty much knocks Ciampa back down after Ciampa's been just overpowering him for so long ever since their friendship split up. But anyways, so Dream starts yelling at him, he's a failure again, and Johnny just goes to that place again, goes to hit that knee strike that costed him last time in the last man standing match. Dream gets out of the way, follows through with a sick-looking Dream Valley driver to get the victory. Velveteen Dream is on a roll. So could this mean Velveteen Dream may be the one now to get an NXT championship shot? He just beat the guy who was just #1 contender recently. And I mean, I really think there's nowhere else for him to really go, but maybe an NXT championship opportunity. Well, let's wait and see. I mean, he's definitely deserving of it. He's been on fire ever since his feud with Aleister Black around this time last year. Again, he didn't win the match, but he still came out like a winner because Aleister Black got him to say my name. Say my name. I love that feud. That was awesome. The match after Dream left, Gargano again just left, just looking into the crowd, taking the atmosphere of either Johnny wrestling or Johnny failure. What's next for Johnny Gargano? We will have to wait and find out next week. But that is how NXT went off the year, guys. An awesome show. Again, well, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was like a solid show until that main event, but then the main event came across that was awesome. So I'll give this week's episode of NXT a B+. A B+ for NXT. Let's see if Larry and else have anything to say in the live chat before I sign out here. In ring-wise, I don't get any good feelings from her. He claims it's completely fine. That voice, haha, damn, Mike, that is epic. Yes, it is, man. This is awesome. And please record a WWE Superstar impression video one day. Maybe I could do that. The mic of Mike. Damn, haha. It's now officially the mic of Mike. Sure, we will call it. I mean, I don't know what this thing was. Again, I bought it at like a flea market years ago. It just says Echo Mike on it, but because my name is in everything. Microphone, microwave, Microsoft, microscope, microeconomics. Don't remind me. I took macroeconomics in college, did not do so good. But quick suggestion, something like a top 10 best Savage WWE promos, just WWE best promos. it's a very hard one, I think. So keep it as a suggestion. I do have that one written down. I will definitely eventually do that one someday. I do have that one already written down. By the way, Dan Gargano and Dream deserve an Oscar for what they did at the end of that match. Again, that was awesome. Heel Gargano, I love to see his dark side. But look, the guy is built up as the perfect babyface, maybe biggest babyface next to Daniel Bryan when he's on the main roster. Again, I do agree that is the case, but I wouldn't mind them maybe trying that route again, because my thing is that I really do not know how you're going to get these guys up to the main roster, like storyline wise, like, you know. Because, like, you know, like this feels like how it was for, like, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Like, Kevin Owens obviously just overpowered Sami Zayn, wrote him off TV, and he went up to the main roster, and Sami Zayn just followed up, and he eventually overcame Kevin Owens. Of course, right after that, Sami Zayn went back to just pre-show matches on the main card, and Kevin Owens got to the Universal title picture. But you guys get what I mean. Like, it might be a route that Gargano might have to take, like, you know, just those brief runs when someone's go to the dark side, like, you know, play the mind game, something like that. Maybe, but I do fully agree that, you know, he definitely is just too, well, again, he definitely is, you know, is too great of a babyface, but what could make a heel turn really good from a great babyface is something heartbreaking. And obviously, Johnny Gargano has been slowly going to that dark side. So again, I'm not saying for sure. It could be possible, though. We'll see, though, what happens with it. LOL, Mike is everything. Yes, it is. And he will definitely deliver as a heel, no question. And one last question. Do you know when you will be on tomorrow? Probably, I'd say sometime in the early evening my time, like 7 or 8 o'clock my time, I'd say. That's what I'm going to say, where I do my top 10 special stream. And I will share the top 10 list that WWE gave on their Instagram page, their top 10 stables. But I'm going to give a better list of top 10 stables because their list sucked. I mean, some of them deserve to be in the top 10, but not that high up. And some of them are talented, don't get me wrong, but don't deserve to be on the list yet. But I'll get that list together. But thank you for asking your question, Larry. I will definitely try to be live sometime around 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll see where that goes from there. That's all I wanted to know. Awesome. So, guys, again, B+ for NXT night. Again, I talk longer, but I have to get up really, really, really early tomorrow, like in 5 or 6 hours. I'm doing a huge favor for a friend tomorrow, so I gotta do that and then get on my day. But yeah, guys, thanks again for Larry for joining me in the live chat. If you guys have any more thoughts on NXT, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, and be sure to click my like and subscribe to Konnan channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirborne83. Again, tomorrow will be my special live stream week, my top 10 stables, whatnot. Try to get back to doing Shabs 3000 again. Also, just, you know, getting got distracted by Rock Band tonight. And just, you know, stay tuned for more other odds and ends on my channel as well. But the next wrestling live stream will be tomorrow night again, my top 10 stables of all time in response to the WWE's crappy top 10 list they left on Instagram this week. So, guys, thanks again for tuning in live. I will see you guys out later. So, you guys, have a great night and see you all later, guys. Peace out, everybody.